Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
17.
On first down, Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Goff. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Smith on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Smith's throw complete to Rager. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Smith. Open right side, complete to Rager. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Rager, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Back to throw, Goff. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. His throw incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Smith's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Smith. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Smith. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Diggs. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 24, Goff. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's gone. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Goff's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On second down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw is Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Touchdown, Eagles. Mark Andrews, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Geno. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's got Rome. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think of.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Smith. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Here we go, set! 19, 18! Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Now he's forced out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Listen.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.